Hello everyone, it is Reversal and welcome back to another episode of Knights and Dragons, and today we're going to be talking about the Selene Dragon that is ongoing right now in this week's Knights and Dragons Epic Boss event. So the Selene Dragon looks pretty amazing. I'm gonna get a little bit into that later. You also got the Lunar Vanguard, which is the armor, and currently I'm doing pretty well, currently level 22. Obviously I'm gonna go for level 43 for the event, and I'll make a separate video about the event. I still have yet to do that, but I'm sorry that one is a little bit later. So the Selene Dragon, it's gonna go away in 5 days and 9 hours, so we still have some time to defeat her. And in general, this epic boss looks pretty cool. It looks like a fish to me, a fish dragon, because the element is water. So water, you know, creatures in the water are usually called fish. So makes sense, right? A fish alongside with the dragonfish. It's pretty cool. Now, there's one thing that I don't understand. Well, two things. The first thing is, the moons on top of the dragon kind of make it look silly, and I don't like it, and I don't understand why they didn't place that in the design of the Lunar Dragon, like for example a little moon on the arm here or something like that. I think that would be looking like cooler. It looks like a moon tattoo or something like that. Another thing that I don't really understand is this little orb. I don't know if that's a moonlight or something like that, but this little sphere or orb, whatever you want to name it, it just doesn't really fit in this dragon. I think it looks kind of cool, but on the other hand, it also really doesn't fit in the hand of the dragon. It gives off a cool little aura, I gotta admit, and that's pretty nice. A returning thing that I like a lot are these little particles on the hair on the dragon, and I really appreciate that Grease doing that. Kind of gives the celestial theme its own thing, you know. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It gives it its own vibe, something like that. You kind of can distinguish a regular epic boss from a themed epic boss by only these particles alone. Again, on the particle side, on the shoulder plate nail, I have no idea why that is. You know, it resembles hair at the top. So does it have hair on the shoulder plate? I don't know. I don't really like it a lot, but yeah, whatever. This epic boss looks pretty badass though, and what's even more badass is this armor. This Lunar Vanguard, man, looks so cool, looks really amazing. A little bit overdone, but still looks pretty cool. Now, there's another thing that looks really amazing as well, and that is the weapon. Now, let's actually go to the news and take a look. Okay, here you go. The weapon looks cool, man. I mean, it looks really simplistic in a way, but also pretty detailed, and I suppose, I don't know how it's going to turn out because the background is all particles and everything. If this sword is gonna be light blue, that's gonna be disappointing. If this sword's gonna be dark blue, but if this sword's gonna be dark blue, then that would be absolutely amazing. So I'm a huge fan of this armor. I like it a lot what Grease doing with these armors in general. Grease doing a phenomenal job lately on these armors. The name looks kind of cool. The Lunar Vanguard, if you don't know, lunar means moon in Latin, so that's also part of the reason why they place moon in here. Also celestial dragons, you know, celestial, that theme means like something in the sky or the heaven or something like that. So what better way to use it by using the solar system, and that's a cool little thing that a lot of people don't realize, but I think that's a cool little like detail that we placed in there. Some little hints of an Easter egg or something like this. This armor is a very defensive type of armor, a lot more defensive than it is offensive, obviously. This armor isn't better than the Northern's Battle Gear, but it's getting close. It does have better defense than the Northern's Battle Gear, but lower offense, like way lower offense. In general, I wouldn't use this armor because it's a mono water. And that is because Modern Water, you know, the armor that came out recently, the Cultist War Gear, is just a whole lot better, because when you have the element bonus from your guild, then the Cultist War Gear will like pretty soon get a lot better than the Lunar Vanguard, and that is quite unfortunate, I must say. Other than that, I like this armor a lot. I like this epic boss a lot. I'm a huge fan of this armor and this epic boss, and I would say have good luck on it. I hope you guys will have a great time defeating this epic boss. I'm also gonna go for level 43, so you guys will be getting that episode pretty soon. The Nemesis, let's not talk about it, looks pretty silly. So that's gonna be it for this episode. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, make sure that if you guys like this episode to boom, give it a thumbs up. This was our Reversal for Knights and Dragons. I'll be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.